Hi guys, so what we're going to do today is a sheet on inequalities. These are going to be our notes. So let me zoom in for you so you can definitely see. We're going to start on the left side. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that contains the symbols. That is a, I'm going to write it in 10 so it's thinner so you can see it. That's a less than symbol, okay, less than, and it makes a little L for less, okay. This is a greater than. This is a less than or equal to, and then this symbol is a greater than or equal to. The difference between them is this little line at the bottom. Do you see the line? That means the or equal to part, okay? And then the other signs are the same. So this is a less than, less than, less than. Or greater to just has the line underneath it. Okay. And an inequality is a statement that tells you in meaning not and equality equal. So it means it's not equal. It's saying that something is either less than the other or something is greater than the other. And again, a way to remember that is this less than sign looks like it's making an L for less than. L-E-S-S. Less than. You can turn it sideways and you can see the less than. Okay. So, S is greater than 5. The mouth always eats the bigger number, right? You guys have heard that before. So, S is greater than 5. So, S is eaten because 5 is too little. And again, this symbol is the greater than symbol. See up here? Greater than. So we use the same symbol. X is less than 7. So X, then we have to put is less than. So we're going to put the is less than symbol. Also, I didn't specify this earlier, but this actually means is less than, is greater than, is less than or equal to, and is greater than or equal to. It's important the is part, right? Because as we talked earlier, you know, there's a difference between less than, and is less than. These two are represented by subtraction, and then this one is represented by the less than symbol. So the is very important to know that it's an inequality. Okay, keep going. So X is less than negative 7. Y, so Y is greater than or equal to 4. So greater than, and then what do we have to do for the equal to? We have to put that little line underneath it. Greater than or equal to 4. And then R, so R is less than or equal to, so less than or equal to negative 3. Okay? So now we have to fill in the correct inequality symbol. It's either less than or greater than, so we're not using greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So remember, the mouth eats the bigger number. Is 3 bigger or is negative 5 bigger? 3 is bigger. So this inequality reads 3 is greater than negative 5. Negative 7 is less than negative 3. And negative 9 and negative 14. Negative 9 is bigger, so negative 9 is greater than negative 14. Okay. And then on the second half of your page, we're going to have to graph an inequality. Okay. We have to use an open circle, or when we use So the open circle is when you use a less than or greater than. Let me put a box around that. Less than or greater than. And then the closed circle is when they have those lines underneath it. Okay? So open circle is when they don't have lines. Closed circle is when they do have the line for the or equal to part. Okay, so easiest way to do this is y. You know that y is a variable because we learned that, and that means it's an unknown number. Okay? But you know that this number has to be less than 3. So you need to give me some kind of number that's less than 3. How about an easy one? We know 2 is less than 3, right? What else could be less than 3? 0. How about negative 5? Aren't those all possible solutions? Okay? So we need to put a dot, a circle, some kind of circle at 3. So here's 3 on my number line. I'm making a circle. Now it's open right now. Does it need to be open or closed? Well, open circles are just less than or greater than. Closed circles have the equal to marks. This is just a less than sign, so I leave an open circle. And then my line, I'm going to have to draw a line. And that's going to go towards my solutions. So I need to draw a line towards 2, towards 0, or towards negative 5. So my line is going to go this way. And that's it. You plotted it. So now for number 2, we need, or for B, I'm sorry, we need to think about solutions that are, now the variable's on the left side, right? So this says that 2 is greater than x. Or the same thing is x is less than 2. Notice I had to switch the sign here, okay? Because in this sentence, my alligator mouth is eating 2. So my alligator mouth still has to eat 2. This is saying 2 is greater than x. That's the same thing as x is less than 2, okay? So what's some possible solutions for x? Well, what's less than 2? 1's less than 2. Negative 1's less than 2. Negative 3's less than 2. Okay? So we're going to put a circle at 2. Remember our number. Now, is it going to be an open or a closed circle? Well, it doesn't have the line under it, right? Doesn't have the line under it. So we're going to use an open circle, so we don't color it in. And it's going to go towards my solutions. So towards 1, towards negative 1, and towards negative 3. So we're going to go like that. Okay? The next one says S is greater than or equal to 3. First thing that you should do is recognize that it has that little line underneath it, okay? Because that means you're going to use a closed circle. So what are some possible solutions that are greater than 3? Well, 4, 5, 6, right? It could be 19 if you wanted. Okay, so first thing we have to do is we have to put a circle at 3. There's my circle. Now this line tells me, if we look back up here at the note, the line tells me that it's going to be a closed circle, which basically just means you fill it in. And the way I remember that is I'm making these little lines in my circle to fill it up. Okay, so you have a closed circle. Now remember, your arrow is going to go towards your solutions. So my arrow needs to go towards 4, towards 5, towards 6, towards 19. So my arrow is going to go this way. And then the last one, we have 1 is less than or equal to t. Well, the mouth is eating t, so if we write it the other way, where the variable's on the left, it would be the mouth still has to eat t, so it would be t is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so now let's list some possible solutions for t. We know t has to be greater than or equal to 1. So a possible solution could be 1, but that's not going to help me in terms of graphing my inequality correctly. So when you ever have these symbols that are less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, we know that the same number will be a solution, but to list that won't help us graph it. I'll show you what I mean. So we know 1's a solution. What else is something that's greater than 1? Okay. And 4. Okay. So I have to put a dot at 1. Now it's going to be open or closed. Well, we have this is equal to line underneath it. And remember, it tells us when it has those or equal to lines, we're going to use a closed circle. So we're going to come back here, and we're going to fill in our circle. And then we have to draw our arrow towards the solution. Well, I know that 1's a solution, but that doesn't tell me which way my arrow goes. Do you see what I'm saying? So we need to use a different solution. 2's a solution. Okay, 2's to the right. 4's a solution. 4's to the right too. So I guess my arrow has to go to the right. Okay? And that's it. Thank you very much.